The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
Takes the handoff, looks, throws, right corner end zone, wide open Samuels, he's got a touchdown, Wolfpack.
Gillespie comes in, he's your runner, he's got a big hole, he is gone!
Go, take what you want! Are you ready to hit the fun? Everything you got, man, everything you got. You gotta focus, you gotta play with heart.
Stays in the pocket, throws a wobbling pass over the middle, and it's picked off.
How about that Wolfpack?
The Dave Doeren Show is presented by North Carolina's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, proud to sponsor Wolfpack Athletics, and by Coke Zero, real Coke taste, 0 calories.
He is NC State head coach Dave Doeren. I'm Tony Haynes, and welcome to the show. The Wolfpack now 6-4 with 2 regular season games remaining. The Pack goes down to Tallahassee this weekend and falls to Florida State 34-17. The game was tied at the break, 17 apiece, and then the Seminoles pitch a shutout in the second half. Coach, one of the things you talk about all the time is closing gaps with some of the top teams in the league. And I distinctly remember 2 years ago when you took your team to Tallahassee and there was a large gap between NC State and Florida State. I know it's not a consolation, but can you walk away from this game feeling like, hey, we're still closing those gaps?
In some ways, yes. You know, I mean, we're just anytime you lose, you're frustrated,
right.
You know, and I feel bad for our players because they played really hard. We definitely went down there with the intention of winning the game. I don't think anyone didn't have the faith in the plan that you need to have, and there were a lot of guys straining to make plays in the game, and you know, to force the turnovers to start the way we did. There's great enthusiasm in the locker room, on the sideline throughout the game, and we finished the game. But we're just still not perimeter-wise like them. You know, having the ability to make the big plays that we've been able to make against some of the teams, but we need to be able to make them against all the teams.
Well, stay with us. Coach Doeren is going to analyze that Florida State game further. Also this week we have a feature on you, the Wolfpack fans. And Mark Thomas is going to get coached up by punter AJ Cole. You don't want to miss this. Stay with us. The Dave Doeren Show continues after this.
The cost of everything has gone up dramatically over the last 75 years. With one exception, keeping electricity affordable. That's the power of your co-op membership. Learn more at togetherwesave.com.
North Carolina's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, looking out for you.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
It's friends and neighbors pricing, and for a limited time, we're letting everyone in on this deal.
That doesn't happen every day.
And you can see the low price at Ford.com.
There it is.
And that's the low price you'll pay.
It's that easy.
You don't have to negotiate, it's hassle-free.
It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
Now get an escape using friends and neighbors pricing, offering a value of $3,754. It's an inside deal, now for everyone, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Our farm is a family business. Most hog farms are family farms. I've been around the farm all my life. When I graduated from college, I just decided this was what I wanted to do.
She has come into the family business.
She'd rather be down here than anywhere else.
We take care of our land. Our land's what makes our living. Our hogs are well taken care of.
It works. We make it work.
She loves what she does, and she gives it 150%.
I'm Megan Spence, and I'm a North Carolina hog farmer.
You know what we got got to do. Have fun. Play for each other. Sure. Family on 2, 1, 2. Family.
We're back here on the Dave Doeren Show with the coach. I'm Tony Haynes. NC State falls at Florida State 34-17. A very competitive game. The Pack jumps out to a 17-7 lead. Again, the game is tied at the half, and then Florida State's defense plays terrific football in the second half. Let's go back to the beginning because it's really a tale of two quarterbacks for Florida State. Everett Golson starts. He's ineffective. Sean McGuire comes in and kind of rescues the Seminoles. Golson, to me, Coach, seemed very confused by some of the things you were doing on defense. How were you able to kind of get him out of his rhythm?
Well, we changed up, some of our tendencies coverage-wise against some formations, and the first one was a great example, and they were expecting us to be in a quarters coverage, and we played cover 2 and had great coverage on the routes that they ran, and got the pass rush, got the sack, and Mike Rose got the fumble recovery. So good job by the defensive staff looking at our tendencies by formation, and then we pressured well. I thought throughout the first half we had a lot of good pressures, and other than a couple times where they beat us in the slot with number 8, who's a really good receiver, we played pretty good football on third down in the first half.
And then Sean McGuire comes in the game, 231 yards, basically over 3 quarters with a couple of touchdowns. Why did he seem to be so unaffected by all that?
Well, I mean, he's obviously able to handle the stress of the game better. And, when he came in, obviously started throwing the football around on us, and quick game, getting the ball out, a little bit quicker. When they went to some of their down the field throws, it was max protection, so giving him a little more time to throw probably than they had at the beginning of the game. And he was accurate with the football, and a couple times, in coverage, we just didn't do the things we needed to do.
As always, Florida State is big and athletic on the defensive side of the ball, and they hold NC State to 79 yards rushing. And I think back to the Louisville game when the Wolfpack only had 45 yards on the ground in that football game. Do you see some similarities there?
Yeah, I do, and then you get behind, and it's hard to run the ball too in the second half with what you need to do score-wise. But I think everyone knows our struggles right now at tailback, and so we're trying to do it by committee. And I still feel like had we stayed in the game the way we were, we had some runs where we probably could have got to 100. But when you get down to 2 scores, you kind of get into a different mode.
Yeah, as you say, game conditions are going to dictate what you do, and NC State ends up throwing the ball 49 times. Only 31 rushing attempts. For this team, is that usually going to be an unfavorable ratio?
It is. I think for us, balance has always been something that we need to have. We couldn't get behind Florida State. We had several play-action passes, double moves, out and ups, hitch and goes, different things to try to get behind their corners, and they just did a great job. So we wanted to continue to be able to throw the ball down the field like we've done in the last 4 or 5 games, but they weren't open.
Turnovers, and it's been said many times, they come in waves, and NC State has 9 takeaways over the last couple of games. I know that's encouraging to you. And not only the takeaways, some really amazing plays. Niles Clark, a one-handed interception. Jack Tocho, same thing.
Yeah.
Even Bradley Chubb drops off from the end position. He gets a pick. I mean, how impressed were you with those plays?
I was impressed with our guys just throughout the game, the way they kept battling. We need to make those kind of plays on defense in a game like that. And if you had asked me, will you come home with a +4 turnover ratio, will you win? I would have said absolutely, put the money on it. And that's the first game I've been in where we've been +4 and lost. So we did a lot of things that we needed to do. At the end of the day, you got to score points, and you can't give up big plays for points. And those 2 things cost us the game.
34-17, the final in Tallahassee. Florida State wins it.
We just got to find ways on offense to do better stuff and make more plays. I got to do a better job of getting guys in the right position and doing my job, calling the right plays. The main thing was just trying to, stay on them and just keep applying the pressure. And defense did a good job getting us the ball back, and it's up to me to put us in the end zone. They were blitzing us. They were breaking some corner crashes, and that was the main thing that was probably causing us a little difficulty. And I just got to see that and be able to redirect the protection and get us into the right play. They battled back when they were down, and we just got to find a way to finish the game out.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Brissett, quarterback sneak to the goal line, and touchdown Wolfpack.
All right, so this is a play-action pass here on the goal line, and looks like a power type flow for our offense. You got the fullback on a kick-out angle, tight end stepping down. Jacoby showing the ball here to the tailback. And then tight end's running a corner route, and you see he runs into a bunch of bodies there on his way, and which frees up J. Sam in the flat here. And David's running what we call a spot route, so he's going in there at 5 yards, turning around, and Cole Cook never gets to the corner. But nice job, you know, they're expecting a run. Obviously, they got everybody down in there, and getting the fullback free in the flat here. Good throw, good catch.
Very few opponents have gone into Florida State's Doak Campbell Stadium and overwhelmed Florida State the way Torrey Holt did in his junior year. Did you know that Holt riddled the FSU secondary with 5 touchdown receptions in 1997? That total still stands as the school record for touchdown catches in one game.
What are people going to think of our new buttermilk crispy chicken? Let's find out.
It's probably the best sandwich I've ever had.
It's super crispy, but it's also really juicy.
So would you guys come back?
Yeah.
Here's our card. It's McDonald's.
Oh, get out of here.
Try some buttermilk crispy chicken. It's right around the corner at McDonald's.
You know, I still can't believe McDonald's is serving breakfast all day.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Uh-oh, dead air. Go to commercial.
It's time for the new all-day breakfast menu at McDonald's.
At 36, Jo was concerned about having her first child. A specialist saw something on an ultrasound and recommended a difficult choice. Jo came to Rex for a second opinion. She was evaluated and reassured at the UNC Specialty Women's Center at Rex. Not long after, Levi was born.
It's a brand new day.
It's our favorite kind of story.
Sun is shining.
One with a happy beginning. Rex Healthcare.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership at togetherwesave.com.
North Carolina's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, looking out for you.
Thanks for sticking around. You got the Dave Doeren Show with the head coach of the Pack. I'm Tony Haynes. Wells State has played 6 of its last 8 games on the road. So I know you're relieved to get back to Carter Finley Stadium for these next 2 against Syracuse and North Carolina. And Coach, how about the support you've received from NC State fans all season in those home games at Carter Finley Stadium? What does it mean to your current players and your recruiting efforts when you're bringing young men in here to see a game live in person?
Well, there's only 4 ACC teams that sell out all their home games, and we're one of them. And so that makes a statement to recruits. And obviously for our players, and that's an environment they love to be in and that they take pride in being in. And so to have the fans there that way means a lot, you know, and at times, I know in the Clemson game we had 5 players that were ranked in the top 20 at their positions in the nation. And so for them to see what our stadium's like, and particularly if we can keep it that way for 4 quarters, it matters, because these guys are visiting Florida and Tennessee and Georgia and LSU, and we want to make a statement with everything that we have.
The pride and passion of the Pack, it all starts with you, the fan.
Being an NC State fan means never giving up, just following after your passion.
It's all about people. You can look around you here today. It's about fellowship, people. It's about the state of North Carolina and what this university means to this great state.
Because no matter what, win or lose, we're going to back the Pack, and the strength of the Wolf is the Pack.
It means being proud of the Pack, which is all of us here, to be part of something bigger than yourself, to be able to support a team through thick and thin.
to be full of the red fire that is NC State.
Because it makes me feel like I got like 35,000 friends.
The team spirit and the family that it comes with is why I love being part of the Pack.
You can go to a game and the school spirit there is just so high where you can just meet someone random and they're your best friend for that whole day.
Carter Finley opens up in front of you and you hear all the music and the band like warming up and then all these people talking. So it's just like there's like kind of an electricity.
4 or 5 hours before kickoff, everybody gathers, enjoys the fellowship, the relationships that have been built over the years by these many people.
Seeing the team run out of the tunnel for the first time, that just like got me pumped, and I was really proud.
Our loyalty to our team is unrivaled. We're always going to be there, height, supporting our team.
No matter what team, if we're losing, winning, rain, sleet, or snow, you will find State fans in the stadium.
We are committed no matter what, and we're still going to sell out Carter Finley. I went to my first football game when I was still like an infant.
I grew up being a State fan. My parents took me to the games when I was young, and I always loved the intensity of these games. The rivalries are great, even win or lose. I mean, a State fan's a State fan. You can't take that part of your life away.
It's all about the passion, the pride, and being able to support the red and white no matter what.
State fans are humble, but yet they're just so passionate about their school.
They're dedicated and they always support NC State.
Loyal, devoted, fanatical.
I've seen so many other collegiate fans, even within the triangle, that only pull for Duke or Carolina or Wake Forest when they're winning. I've never seen a wavering NC State fan.
They're just really great people, and like they stay grounded through all of the ups and downs.
State fans are by far the best fans out there. I think the family mentality that comes with it, we all have each other's backs, and everyone always reps NC State even after they graduate.
Granddad went to State, my dad went to State, so it was always natural to go to NC State. I mean, this is a great community. There's so many people who love each other, love the red and white. It's one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college sports, and I just think the atmosphere is tremendous here.
There's no other feeling like being this much a part of a team as when you're a member of the Wolfpack.
This week I'm getting coached up by, well, not a coach, but a player, freshman AJ Cole. And as the punter here at NC State, and as a freshman, boy, things have changed. You don't feel like a freshman, do you?
No, not at all. I mean, especially because I got here in January, so I feel like I've been here a while, and with all the reps and opportunities I've had in the game and stuff, I don't feel like a freshman at all.
You've had an incredible year thus far. I mean, obviously you set your expectations where they are. How do you feel like you've played this year?
I definitely felt like, it hasn't been a perfect season, but I mean, I definitely feel like it's been great so far. I mean, I've got great, blockers, snapper, gunners running down and, forcing fair catches and stuff like that. So, but overall, it's been about as good as I could have asked for a freshman season. I mean, so far I'm in line for, my goals, I guess.
Big booming punts, everybody loves to see those. But one of the things I'm most amazed with are your punts inside the 5. You hold the ball different, it looks different.
Yeah.
I need you to get me coached up with that. Is that cool?
All right, that's cool. I'll see what I can do.
Right here in the middle of the field. So the first question I got to ask you is, you call it a pooch punt, right?
Yeah.
What yardage, how do you know where you should and should not pooch punt it?
Right, well, I mean, it depends on the wind situations and, who we're playing, all that stuff. But typically, if we're inside the 50-yard line going in, that's where we'll tend to pooch it and go up as far as the 35 or so yard line. So that's typically where we pooch from.
All right. This feels like a long way. A 50-yard pooch punt.
Yeah.
Kind of talk me through what I need to do to be able to do this thing.
All right, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold the ball just like you're throwing it, just like you're about to throw a pass. But instead, you're going to hold it down. You're going to be holding it nose down and straight down to slightly tilt it out right if you want. Get a little creative with it. And it's going to be right over your right foot, and you're just going to go and drop it and hit it like that. You're going to hit the underside of the ball, just pop it and flip it up like that.
The key is backspin.
Yeah, the key is, so you're going to be hitting it on the bottom side, so it's going to hit and pop up like that. It's going to be spinning backwards, which is what gets it to go up and kind of stop and not, keep sailing into the end zone.
We're in the Close King indoor practice facility. Is it possible to do these in here?
For me, no. For you, probably.
Okay. fantastic. All right, let me see you do one. Show me
All right,
that
let's
stuff.
do one.
That is impressive. How accurate can you get with these?
It depends. I mean, you know, when you're out in practice, it's like anything. You know, you want to try and be as accurate as possible. You know, aim small, miss small. So when I'm out in practice, I'm saying, all right, I want to land it on the 7-yard line, and then I'm trying to hit the 7. And so if you're just aiming for inside the 20 and it goes inside the 20, you're happy. But if you're going for, you know, I want it on the 6, it lands on the 9, you're like, how could I be better?
All right. This is going to be.
Let's see what you got.
All right. Now I've punted in high school.
Yeah.
But that means absolutely nothing right here.
I got you.
Because I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
AJ.
A little rust.
Yeah. You know, maybe.
Shake it off right here.
Yeah. Shake it off right here. All right. So you catch it, nose down, and I'm going to kick it on the bottom half.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what I got. Okay. That was.
That ain't it.
No. That was bad.
Well, actually, you know what? That ended up on the 4-yard line right there. We'll take that.
We will take that.
We'll take that. That's one of the ones where, you know, it doesn't look perfect, you know, but it rolled. I love it.
So you walk off and act like that's
yeah,
what
like
you
that. You meant to do that, right?
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, you told me before.
There was.
You were going to do that as the first one.
We call that an English to Spanish spiral. It's a translation issue right there.
Yeah, no, we're speaking different languages.
All right, so the ball kind of went like that, and I kicked it right there, and I got to hit it.
You're
right
going to want to just move your hand away, take the hand
Okay.
away right there, so the ball doesn't move.
All right, let's again.
That's our backspin you're looking for.
That's the backspin. So the first one was the distance.
First one was the distance, and that's the backspin.
That's the backspin.
Yep.
I need.
You need both of them.
I need
at
both
the same
of them.
time.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to that one. You're right here, and you're way back on it. And
Yes.
straight up like that.
Yes.
You want to be? You want to be a little more lean forward. Right there. You want to get your chest over the ball a little bit. I mean, you don't want to be crazy like there or anything like that.
No, yeah.
But chest a little bit or over it, and you're going downfield with it. Woo! Hey, that's a step in the right direction right there. I mean, that's 16-yard line, fair caught. And that was 1 yard line?
1
yard line?
Yeah.
What are people going to think of our new buttermilk crispy chicken? Let's find out.
It's probably the best sandwich I've ever had.
It's super crispy, but it's also really juicy.
So would you guys come back? Yep.
Yeah.
Here's our card. It's McDonald's.
Oh, get out of here.
Try some buttermilk crispy chicken. It's right around the corner at McDonald's.
You know, I still can't believe McDonald's is serving breakfast all day.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Uh-oh, dead air. Go to commercial.
It's time for the new all-day breakfast menu at McDonald's.
As a Ford employee, I get to give my friends a special deal on cars, trucks, and SUVs.
It's friends and neighbors pricing, and for a limited time, we're letting everyone in on this deal.
That doesn't happen every day.
And you can see the low price at Ford.com.
There it is.
And that's the low price you'll pay.
It's that easy. You don't have to negotiate. It's hassle-free. It's an inside deal.
Now for everyone.
Now get an escape using friends and neighbors pricing, offering a value of $3,754. It's an inside deal, now for everyone, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
We could show you impressive images of the technology we employ with dramatic success at Rex Cancer Center, or footage of our team of cancer specialists and the many examples why people choose Rex for excellence in healthcare. But the images that inspire us most are ones like this.
It's a brand new day. The sun is shining.
Rex UNC Cancer Care, chosen for excellence.
NC State returns home to Carter Finley Stadium Saturday as it hosts Syracuse. Kickoff time is set for 12:30 p.m. Airtime on the Wolfpack Sports Network will be 10:30 in the morning. The Dave Doeren radio show moves to Tuesday night this week from 7 to 8 p.m. As always, it originates from the Backyard Bistro in Raleigh. Another reminder, the Mark Gottfried radio show can be heard on Thursday night of this week. The new home for the Coach Gottfried Show is Jimmy B's Osteria and Bar in downtown Raleigh.
Week 12 of the Sky Report, NC State takes on Syracuse. It's going to be a home game, which is good, here at Carter Finley Stadium. And for the Syracuse Orange, their team under Scott Schaefer, that has been struggling. They win their first 3 games and then lose 7 in a row. And for them right now, it's because they're playing some young guys. But more importantly than anything else, they make mistakes on the football field, especially on the offensive end. You can't turn the ball over, which they've had mistakes with all season long. Let's go with the defense first. 4-3 defense predominantly. They do sub in nickel, dime packages, which they'll take out the Will, they'll take out the Sam. But the 2 guys we want to look at, the strong safety, Antoine Cordy. You typically think, okay, safety, okay, probably going to play in space, make some tackles into the run game. How about this? This guy leads Syracuse in tackles for loss. When you lead in tackles for loss, that means there are 2 things, blitzing a lot, and number 2 is dedicating this strong safety into the run a lot. So you're going to see number 8 inside the tackle boxes. And the other thing is Ron Thompson, number 13 defensive end, leading the team in sacks. He is an excellent pass rusher. This kid, in the next couple of years, you're going to see him possibly be an NFL prospect. You want to know where 13 is when you set your protection. Now on the offensive end, we've got freshmen here. Eric Dungy, true freshman at quarterback, and then the running back, Jordan Fredericks, freshman. These guys are true freshmen. They played in high school this time last year. Eric Dungy, second leading rusher on this team behind Jordan Fredericks. He is going to run the run-read option a lot. You know, they're going to have 3, 4 wide receivers out here, sometimes 5 wide receivers when Fredericks comes out of the game. A lot of times that's for Eric Dungy to be able to run that quarterback draw. 5 wide receivers, get everybody out of the box, allow him to run the football. Then for Jordan Fredericks, I like the way this kid plays, but the thing is, they make mistakes. They turn the football over. That's going to happen because they play a lot of young guys. But they're going to be coming to Carter Finley Stadium. It's going to be a good matchup.
Been a struggle for Syracuse this year, but boy, I'll tell you, the Orange put up a tremendous fight against Clemson on Saturday before losing 37-27. One of the members of your staff, Coach George McDonald, the wide receivers coach, he was an assistant on the Syracuse staff last year. Can his knowledge of the Orange help you this week?
Well, we'll talk about it. You know, they have changed offenses, and you know they've brought in a tight ends coach from the Air Force Academy, and we knew they were implementing option principles, and then they've had a struggle at quarterback. So I haven't yet watched their game from Saturday, but I've heard the quarterback that they had in there ran pretty well.
Yeah, Zach Mahoney, tough guy. He's fast. He runs the option very well. In fact, against Clemson, top-ranked Clemson, they ran for 242 yards. So now you prepare for more of a pure option team. You haven't seen a lot of that this year. At what level does your concentration have to be with your defensive guys this week as you prepare for that?
Well, it's always going to be high. Option football is going to be assignment football, and you know I have seen them on television 2 or 3 times, and some of the principles that they're running are just zone read type principles where you have a pitch man orbiting around from one side or the other. So we'll have to get into all the formations and see how they're doing it and come up with a very sound plan for our guys that they can execute.
All right, Coach. NC State and Syracuse, 12:30 next Saturday. And, of course, we'll be back here with a recap on the Dave Doeren Show.
Takes the handoff, looks, throws right corner end zone, wide open Samuels, he's got a touchdown, Wolfpack.
Lasby comes in, he's your runner, he's got a big hole, he is gone.
Go take what you want. Are you ready to have some fun? Everything you got, man, everything you got. You got to focus, you got to play with heart.
Stays the Blackett throws the wobbling pass over the middle, and it's picked off.
How about that Wolfpack?
The Dave Doeren Show has been presented by North Carolina's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, proud to sponsor Wolfpack Athletics, and by Coke Zero, real Coke taste, 0 calories.
That's the first touchdown, right, Jason?
We never have a defensive play on here, man.
We had the Josh Jones blitz.
We had them last week.
Okay. We had 5 takeaways.